Dimension 6. Investors. Whether you're interacting directly or indirectly with investors, it's crucial that you understand how they and their board representatives think and what they expect. Most board members represent the current investors, and some might be hired to join as independent advisors due to their expertise. The CEO reports to the board, and the role of the board members is to use their experience to hold the company to account, guide the CEO's thinking to improve their critical decision-making, provide a non-biased sanity check, and support transactional matters such as fundraising and mergers and acquisitions. This will help you become more strategically synchronized with the CEO. Let's say there's a major $200 million fundraising round, which means that the ownership percentage of the current investors will get diluted as new shares are issued to the new investors. The board will want to make sure that the price per share increases by multiples of the original amount invested by each investor. In that case, you can align with the CEO and the board through hitting some key milestones that will support the new valuation. In most cases, you will probably not be dealing directly with the investors, but you might have some interaction with the board members who represent the investors. Even though your role is to support the CEO and not interact directly with the board, you still need to align on the deliverables, timelines, strategies, and progress. The following principles will help you do that. SAUS Principle 67. Help your CEO present the right data in the right way to the board. Advise the CEO, where applicable, on the best way to present data requested by the board transparently and constructively, avoiding censoring bad news. If you're attending the board meetings with the CEO, you'll have a better view of how you can support them and get the most out of these meetings. Make sure the data is delivered on time and in the correct format. SAUS Principle 68. Align with the CEO on your strategic deliverables. Having a strategic framework document helps you align with your CEO and peers on the direction of the company and how the future will look as you scale up operations. Typically, a strategic framework will cover the vision, mission, objectives, products, geographies, customer profiles, value delivery activities, and your competitive advantage. This document will also be shared with the board to ensure alignment of expectations. Your and your peers' OKRs are extracted from and aligned with the strategic framework document, which will keep getting updated as you pivot and adjust your business model. Each key result is achieved through projects carried out by employees. If the strategic framework is aligned with the OKRs of the CEO, and these objectives are clearly communicated to staff, then employees will understand how their role and responsibilities contribute to the aims of the CEO and the success of the company. One approach to track this with more accuracy is implementing balanced scorecards, which could help you organize the efficiency tracking as the complexity driven by your growth increases. SAUS Principle 69. Avoid integrity pitfalls. As the pressure to deliver targets and grow market share rises, so does the temptation to cut corners and fudge numbers. Your biases will kick in, and you'll start rationalizing bad decisions as good ones and making up excuses, blaming everyone and everything but yourself. Look for the signs and consult with your peers or line manager. The board members and audit committee are your safety net should such biased or emotional decisions be made. So make sure that you and your peers are proactive in introducing controls that prevent abuse of power by you or your colleagues. Companies that fail are usually blind to their biases. SAUS Principle 70. Respect and align with the Audit Committee and Compensation Committee. The Audit Committee is critical for protecting leaders from making expensive mistakes that could bankrupt the company. Both Audit and Compensation Committees are required for startups planning an IPO. The Audit Committee ensures that there are controls in place to mitigate against all types of risks, and the Compensation Committee makes sure that staff are paid fairly and in line with industry averages. SAUS Principle 71. Act as a partner. Part of your responsibility as a startup leader is to ensure stability during due diligence by investors and, if acquired, the integration management process. You must do your best to ensure that the focus remains on strategic alignment, cultural fit, and potential risks without being tempted to cover weaknesses or gaps. Every change, whether positive or negative, will face resistance from employees. So make sure you're prepared for it and that you're patient, firm, and fair.